Welcome back friends, this is Amar Sharma here. Welcome back to the new tutorial of Fully Web Tutorials. So in this tutorial we are going to make simple login system with the help of React and Firebase. Yes, we are going to use Firebase as a backend as a service. It is also known as BAS backend as an service. Backend as a service here. So see that this is our login here. So this is login and this is register. So if I will write any ID that is not here, so I will click on login. So invalid email and password, there are some validations also. So when I will click on login here, so please fill in all fields, everything like that. So first of all, let's register a user. So let's register a user. So see that when I will write register, so see that here it is coming, password must be of length 6 characters. So it should be of 6 characters or greater. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 and click on register here. So see that now we are registered successfully and successfully logged also. So this is a login, this is our homepage here, and see that welcome and our email ID it will show, and there is logout. So whenever we click logout here, so our user will logged out successfully. So see that when I will now let's log in here. So I'm going to log in here. So let's click on login, and now see that our user is logged in successfully, and we are also getting message here, and then simply click on logout. So this thing we are going to make here. So now without wasting any time, let's get started, and you will get the GitHub repository in the video link in the video description. Link will be given in the video description, and you can download from there also, but you have to mention your Firebase credential yourself. I'm not going to mention that, so because we are going to use .env file also. So let's get started. So this is my empty folder here. So this is an empty folder. So first of all, let's open cmd here under this folder. So see that I am in this folder here, React.js Firebase login system, and under the project folder. So here first of all we are going to create our React app. So for that, simply first of all you have to need a Node.js installed here. So I'm going to write npx create React app, and I will write dot here because I want to make a React app in this directory, all files of our React app. So press enter here. So it will start creating your React app. I will be right back after completing this, creating our React app. Our React app is successfully created now. Now simply we have now we are under the data app only. So let's first of all open this in our code editor. So I'm using VS Code Editor. You can download it from its official site. So see that, and let's first of all let's make a cleanup here. So and in the source log dot this one local.svg, and index.css we don't want nothing in that, and also in app.css we don't want nothing, and in the app.js this one. So here will be our functional arrow function component, and this whole thing I'm going to remove, and here just I'm going to write h1 Firebase React login system, save it and remove this one. Import React from React. Now save it successfully, and now let's run this app here. I'm going to write npm start here, and it will run a server for us, that is our development server. Let's wait for that. So now we also have to install three dependencies, two dependencies, sorry. So first will be our Firebase, and second will be our Bootstrap, because we are going to use Bootstrap here. So that's why we are going to install Bootstrap, and then we are going to install our dependency, that is our Firebase. So I will be right back after starting this server. So as the server is started, so see that. So now we will install two dependencies. So our server is also started successfully. So first of all, let's install our dependencies here. So here I'm going to terminal, and in the terminal I'm going to write here npm install. If you have a yarn, you can write yarn add, and then we need our Firebase and Bootstrap. So it will install the dependencies for us. So our dependencies are successfully installed here. So first of all, now let's start creating our interface first. So here I'm going to first index.js, and here I'm going to import our CSS file. Import bootstrap /dist /css, then bootstrap.min.css. Save it successfully. Now our bootstrap should work successfully. So it is reloading. Let's see if bootstrap is working or not. See that? Now colored and everything is changed. Now it is working perfectly. This means that. So here. So here I'm going to create first of all state here. So one state I'm going to create, and that state will be our login is logged, and set is login. So here is login will be use state, and it will be false by default. So first of all, and this will be our container, and here its class name will be xenter, padding y to 5 here, and here will be Firebase React login system. So this thing will be there. Save it, and now let's see. So it is looking like that. So it will be center here, text center. So see that it is looking good now. And here I'm going to write display as 4. So display 4. Now it is looking very beautiful. So it is looking good. Now let's create our two forms here. So for that, first of all, we have to create row here. So this will be our row, and then there will be our here we will write two things here. So first we will check if it is logged or not. So if it is logged, then we are going to print anything here. So like I'm going to print h1 tag, return h1 tag here, and I'm going to write welcome to home page. And if it is not login here, then what we have to do? So if it is not login, then first of all I'm simply writing here that is login. So save it. So see that now it is not here. So when our is login will be true, when the user will log into it, so it will come welcome to our home page. So here let's create, here we will create our two colMDs will be there. So first of all I will create our division and its class name will be colMD4 like that. And this colMD4, so here I'm also going to use fragment here, that is our React fragment, because two columns we are going to make here. And then here will be our form. So first form will be our login form. So here just two things we need. First we need email and second we need password for the login here. So for this form here I'm going to write h1 tag and its text will be primary. Text primary and text center. Here I'm going to write login and below here I'm going to write register, and it's both margin we have to write. So margin X will be 2 for both. And next here there will be our division tag and it will be our form group. And here we want one input here, and its type will be email. And placeholder I'm going to write email here, and its name also will be our email. And this email everything we are going to handle with the help of state as well as. So email, and next same thing we are going to copy and it will be our password and password. This will be our email name as password here, and same thing we have to copy it again, and here instead of this we want our button here. So button, and it will be login here, and its class name we want class name will be btn block, and it will be primary. And now we want these three things again. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. So email, password, and this thing we also want in our register. So I'm going to save it, and now let's check it how it is looking. So it is looking like this. So here we want one thing more. Here we have to apply our class name. Class name will be our form control. Form control will be there. I'm going to copy this class name and I'm going to paste it here as well as. So I'm going to paste it here. Save it successfully, and now let's check it. So see that it is looking like that, and it is looking very beautiful. And let's add our border also. So here I'm going to add border as well as. So border, and text will be our center here. So here will be our text center. Save it, and now it is looking good, but padding, there is no any padding here. So colMD5 is good. Yeah, colMD5 and padding will be 2 here. So padding 2, padding 5 is okay. So see that this is our padding 5, padding 4. So this is our padding 4 here, and here we need also margin by as 2 here. Next here also we want padding 2 and margin as here we want margin by as 2 also. Save it. Now see that it is looking good, but these are not in center here, so here will be our MX auto. See that MX auto is now it is looking very good. So these are in center here, but I think padding is not working here. So padding 2, padding 4 should be here. Padding 4, now it is looking good. So our register and login interface, now we have created these. So first of all, now let's handle these inputs here. So here I'm going to create four more state, and first will be email for login, email login, set email login here, and here will be email register, set email register, and these all will be empty here. So let's first of all only test this. Password, and here will be our email, and here we are going to set our email here. So first of all just test this here. So email, I'm going to write it here. So here first of all its value we want, value will be our email, and below will be our password here. And then we want one more thing, that will be our on change. So on change will be e set email e dot target dot value here. So here we are going to set our password and set password. So I'm going to copy this, and same thing we are going to apply it here, and here we are going to write email, and here set email here. Save it, and now let's see. So if I will write here, so see that here it is also written here. So but we don't want. So to resolve this issue, let's create our two components here. So here we are going to create components. So first will be our login.js. So first will be our login component. So here login component is there. So I am going to copy our login component here, and this will be our login component. So this one I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to paste it here. So this will be our login component, and here we want to set our state also. So I'm going to copy this state, and I'm going to paste it here, and here from here we are going to import our use state. And next we have to do with our, I'm going to cut this, and here we are going to make one new folder, that will be our register.js. So we have to rename it. It should be capital R. We have to follow the convention. RAFCE, paste it, and now here I'm going to paste it here, and let's cut this state, and I'm going to paste this state here, and here we are going to write use state, and then we are going to import our two things here. First will be our login, this one, and second will be our register. So it should be capital R, and here also capital R should be there, and here I'm going to also importing capital R and paste capital R here. Now let's save all. So save all, and now let's check this. So here will be our capital register. Now see that it is working perfectly, and now these both states having independent state. These both are having independent state. So now let's apply their validations. So for the validations alert message, we are going to use React Toastify here. So see that this is our React Toastify, and you can go to npmjs.com/package and /React Toastify. So here we are going to install this npm install React Toastify here. So let's go to terminal first and write this one. If you are using yarn, then write yarn add React Toastify, and now press enter. So this will install React Toastify for you. So this is installing, and to enable it, you can see that this thing we have to do. So first we have to import our React Toastify CSS file also. I'm going to copy this, and this React Toastify I'm going to CSS I'm going to paste it here in the index.js like this, and I'm not going to save it yet because our React Toastify is not installed yet. So another thing, we have to import toast container and toast. So first of all, I will write toast container also here. So I'm going to copy this, and then there is our toast. So this toast we can use to set the message. So how will be the message here? And this toast container is this like container here. So see that these are showing here. So these are all our toast containers, and with the help of this we are calling our this one, that is toast here. So let's close it, and let's wait for them to be installed. So let's check our package.json. This React Toastify is not installed yet, so let's install it again. So see that our React Toastify is installed successfully. So I'm going to close this, and here simply go to our app.js, and here I'm going to import our React Toastify and Toastify container. So here I'm going to paste our toast container. So I'm going to save for all, and it is compiling here. So it will take little time for the compilation. Now it is compiled successfully. So I'm going to reload this. So as the toast will not showing here until we are not adding any error here, so our toast will not show. So let's see now. So here toast is there, so I'm going to first of all I'm going to remove our toast also here. So copy this and save here, and let's go to our login and register. So first of all, for login I'm going to import toast here. so toast in the login.js. So first of all, let's do that. So here there will be our constant here, so that will be our handle submit, and this will be arrow function, and it will contain one event here because we have to prevent our form default behavior also. E dot prevent default, and then we will check if not email or not password. So if not email, not password, then we will generate our toast here, return toast dot danger error. So toast dot error, so we are generating the error with the help of toast, and here we will pass our message, so that will be please fill in all fields. If email and password is there, then simply we will collect our data. So this data will be there, and this data will contain our email and our password. So this one, and for the simplification, just until we are not adding our Firebase or our backend as a service here, so we are just consoling it here. Login credentials, so console.log, we are just going to console it plus, and these credentials will be our data here. So save it, and same thing we are going to do with our register here. I'm going to copy this, and let's go to form, and here will be on submit, and here we will pass E here, or we don't have to pass E, simply handle submit. And this same thing we are going to do with the help of in the register.js here. So let's go to register.js, and here do the same thing, and here will be registering credentials, and this is handle submit. I'm going to copy this, and here we didn't enabled any form here, so here we have to write form also, and this form will be and after the button, and here will be on submit. This handle submit will be there, and register its type we also have to mention. Type will be submit. Same thing we have to do for our login.js also. So here type will be our submit. Now save all, and let's check these errors. So see that it is compiled successfully, and it is refreshed also. So I will refresh it again. So whenever we click on login here, so see that it is coming, please fill in all fields. So one thing is pending here in the register. We are pending with one error. So one error validation. So that will be if password is less than 6, then we are going to return our toss.error. Password must be of 6 or more characters. This one, save it, and now we will test it. So if we will send email and anything for the login, and it will simply console us. So see that it is simply consoling us this one. So this object, our data is not showing because we haven't parsed it, and we used our this formatting here, but we haven't stringify it So I'm going to stringify it, JSON dot stringify. So this just I'm going to I'm doing to just to show you, but the data we will pass to our Firebase. So same thing we will do for the register. So this is just for a temporary purpose. Sorry, it will be JSON. See that when I will click on login here and see that login credential, this will be our email and this is a password here. So when I will do for register here and I will write 1 2 3 4 5 simply and click on register. So it is registering the credentials. Okay, so it will be password dot length. Password dot length will be here. So that's why the error was coming here. So now when I will click on register here, so here this is coming. See that password must be of 6 or more characters. So this is coming here. So when I will write 6 also here, then register, see that we are getting our data here. Now let's set up our Firebase. So let's go here. So here simply search console.log. Sorry. So here simply search Firebase and this will be here, console.firebase.google.com will be there and this will open in your email ID here. So you should log in with your Gmail ID to make your projects here. So here I'm going to simply add project. Simply click on add project here and we will enter the project name here. So I'm going to write React.js Firebase login system tutorial. So this is very big. So here I'm going to write this only. So React Firebase logins is Qt. So simply click on continue and here I'm not going to enable our this Google Analytics. So create project and see that it is creating our project here with name React Firebase logins is Qt. So it will take little time for that. Let's wait for a while till it is creating a project here. See that our project is ready now. Now click on continue and it will redirect us to that project. And here we want to create our app here. So here I'm going to write click on web and here I will create our app. So same will be there, React.js React Firebase sys Qt. And we don't need any Firebase hosting here. I'm going to register our app here. So see that these are our credentials here. So I'm not going to show these credentials to you. So these are blurred to you now. So now you have there will be a credential that is Firebase config and Firebase config, and there will be Firebase dot initialize app and this Firebase config, etc. So you just have to pick up this object here. I'm going to pick up this object, copy it and then continue to your console here. So now I copied already my those credentials also. So those credentials I am going to use. So I'm going here and here let's create one new folder. So that will be our config folder here, and under the config folder there will be our fire.js file, and under this file I'm going to paste this, and these credentials are there, but these credentials I'm not going to show you, so I pasted there Firebase config. So now at last I will tell you, at the last of the video I will tell you how we can enable this in our dot environment here. So these are our Firebase config here. So I'm going to just save it like that. So first of all, let's set up our authentication in our Firebase here. So here you have to go to authentication now, and then click on get started. So this will make your authentication portal here, and you can authenticate and manage users. So here just simply you have to enable your with email and password. So because we are going to use email and password only, and you can also do with phone, Google, and these other OAuths, and as anonymous. Anonymous means there can be a guest user. So now let's go to users here. So see that. So these are not authenticator users are yet here. So now we will just go to our coding section now. So now I am in the same file here. So here first of all we have to import our Firebase from our Firebase/app here. So we are going to import our Firebase from here, but we haven't enabled our auth, we haven't connected our auth with our application yet. So to connect our this one auth also, so then we have to import, see that this Firebase/auth also. So this Firebase/app is used to connect with our Firebase here, but this auth is used to connect means to work with our Firebase authentications. So because now there is a new update was there also. So in previously we can simply import Firebase here, and then we don't have to import this Firebase/auth. But now if we will use this like this here, so it will give some warnings to you. So to avoid those warnings, so we are importing like this. So here now we are creating our new constant, that will be our fire here. So here we are going to initialize our app. So Firebase dot initialize app, that will be our, and we are going to pass our Firebase configuration detail. So this is our Firebase configuration detail. Then I'm going to export default our fire here. So see that I am first of all commenting this Firebase/auth. So first of all let's import this fire to our app.js, and let's console this fire what we are getting in our this fire here. So here I'm going to import fire from this one config and our fire file. So let's first of all console this. So console.log our fire here. So let's see what we are getting in our fire. So see that here we are getting our fire like this. So see that this is our container here, and this is our fire here. Sorry for the background sound. And this is our app here. And now see that here initialize app and everything is there, but how we can work with auth here? So auth is not there. So to use our auth here, so so see that when I will use here, so I'm going to, instead of fire, when I will try to console our authentication here, so we will get many errors. See that here we are getting many errors here. So default auth is not any function here, so we can't use like that because we haven't imported yet here. So so another thing, previously when we was using simply like this, we was not importing any functionalities differently. So these errors, so it was working very simply, but after a new update, actually it is compiling, I think. So after a new update, it is giving auth is working, but it is giving some warnings here. So that warnings we don't want. It is giving some errors here. So that errors we don't want. So let me show you. See that these errors we are getting. So these warnings are. So it look like you are using the development build of Firebase. So this is a development build of Firebase. So but if we want to do it in the production here, then we have to change these files here. So Firebase /app to initialize our Firebase app we have to use, and then Firebase to package, and package that can be authentication, that can be Firestore, or that can be our database here. So we have to import it one by one. See that now we are also, see that here we are getting Firestore as well as, and everything we are getting here auth as well as. So but it is giving us some warnings, so to avoid those warnings we are going to use this here. So I'm going to reload this. So see that here we are getting Firebase, and then in the Firebase, now see that here is our auth here. So we are getting our auth also. Now we can work with our this one. So see that here we will use create and login with email, everything we can use here. So everything is there, so we can use this now. So let's make some functions here now. So here I'm going to create one new state, so that will be for our user here. So set user, and then that will be our use state, and it will be our empty object. So here I'm going to create one new function here. So we will register our user here, register user, and that will be register user, and we are going to use our email here and password. Here I'm going to use destruction here because here in the register we are going to pass our data as an object here. So and now this register user is there. Here we will use fire.auth, and then we are going to use create user with email and our password here. Here we are going to pass our email and password, then then if this will be our response here, we are going to console.log our response. res will be there. If there will be an error here, so we are going to console.log our this one error, comma our error here. Save this, and I'm going to copy this, and we are going to pass to over this register, and then in the register we will use destruction here. From the props we are destructing this, and here we are using register user, and we are going to pass our data here. I'm going to save it, save for all, and let's see now. So I'm going to reload this. So here I'm going to write this one 1 2 3 4 5 6 and click on register here. So see that now we are getting our data here. So this error is there, so just forget about this error. So we will resolve this error. So actually after dot, then we have to write dot catch here. I wrote in the console.log, sorry for that. So see that here we are getting our user here, and we are getting our user this data also, but this data is not so good, so we have to convert it into the JSON first. So we have to convert it into the JSON first. So here this catch will be here, and here we are going to write dot then data and data dot JSON. Save it, and now see that this user is already there, so I'm going to delete this user from our Firebase. So I'm going to reload this. So see that we are getting this user here, and I'm going to delete this user. So user is deleted successfully. Now we will check it one more time. I'm going to reload this, and here I'm going to write this one and 1 2 3 4 5 6 and press enter here, and data.json is not a function. So actually this should work, but this is not working, so remove it. So actually we are getting our data as well as, so we are getting our response here. So this response, and for this now we are going to set response set user to our this response here, response dot I actually watch this. I have to watch this response again. So let's watch this response again. I'm going to click on register and see that we are getting our data here, and here we are getting our user property. So this user property we want, and this is our metadata, and everything is there. And we should see that display name is null. We are getting our email also. So register.user is there. So we are going to our set user to register dot response dot user here. This one. So response dot user. So see that our response, our user is in the form of object here. User is also in the form of object. That's okay. So now let's log in our user. So here I'm going to write our this one. So firebase.auth dot login, firebase.auth dot sign in with email and password here. Here I'm going to use login user, and here email will be there, and then there will be our password here. So email will be there, and there is our password here, and then dot then response. So if response will be there, so we are going to just set our user to our response.user, and if there is any error, so catch error. So first of all we will see console.log error. So what error is there, then we will modify it so we can show the errors also. So this is login user. Let's go to login.js, and here same thing, login user, and here instead of this we are going to login user with the help of our data here. Save it and save for all, reload it. So here see that here I am going to register user again, so that user. So what error we will get, so see that here we are getting error auth email already in use. So these, by using these codes we are going to use this, we are going to set our errors here. So let's try login here. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, and when I will press login here, then we should get our data here. So see that we are getting our data as well as. So here I'm going to components, and in the components there will be our app component, and in the app component see that our data is here, our user is here. So means our user is login. Now how we can check that our user is login here? So here see that one, I will write wrong password here. So here we are getting auth/wrong password. So with the help of these codes we are going to do that. So when I will change email here, so here I am changing email and click on login. So see that auth user not found. So by using these code we are going to show the errors to the user here. So now first of all let's show the errors to the user here, then we will check. After that we will check we will see how we will check our user that it is logged in or not, to redirect user to our that page, that is our. So in the catch statement we are going to use these codes here. So first of all there will be email already in use. So I'm going to copy this here, and here we are going to do it to our this one, that will be first of all register here. So here we will use if error.code is equals to if error.code is equals to this, then we are going to return, and we are going to set toast it. So toast, so here we are going to use toast also. I'm going to import it, toast. So toast.error, so error will be there, this email is already registered. So this email is already registered. This we are going to pass our error here, or warning will be better for this information. Now for these things, for our login here, if error.code is equals to auth/wrong password. So if wrong password is here, let's check it again. So this is auth/wrong password. I'm going to copy this, I'm going to paste it here. So here we are going to use this same, that is, sorry I actually didn't paste this. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it here. See that, this one, and this here we are going to send this error, email or password is invalid, email or password is invalid here. And then else if error.code is equals to auth slash user not found. Copy this and paste it here. So if the user is not found here, so same error we are going to pass. Else, if something else is there, so we are going to write something went wrong, and same thing we are going to do for this, and this will be just for our error here, something went wrong, and this will be our error here. I'm going to save it, and now let's test this all errors if these errors are showing here or not. So first will be our login here. So see that please fill in all fields. I'm filling the fields, but my password is wrong. Click on login here. So see that we are getting invalid email or password is invalid. So if this email is wrong, then again we are saying here email or password is invalid here. So see that I am using our registered user here. So click on register. So first is password must be of 6 or more characters. So registering here. So see that warning is coming. This email is already registered here. So now only one thing is pending, how we can redirect user to our console here, to our home page. Let's see that how we can check if user is logged in or not. For this we are going to use our use effect. So now let's see if the user is logged in or not. So for that we are going to import our use effect also. So use effect. So here auth checking, and here we are going to use effect our, and this one, and the dependency array, the array will depend upon is logged in, and second it will depend upon our user here. So here we are going to check fire dot auth dot on auth state change. If our auth state is changed here, so it will return us the user here. So if there will be, if not user is there, so here I'm going to write if user is there, then we are going to simply return. So simply we are returning here, that will be our set user to our user here. So we are going to set user to our user, and second will be our is logged in. So set is logged in to true here. Else we are going to return our this one, set user to user. Else it is not logged in, so just remove that like this, or save it. And now let's check this. So I'm going to reload this. So let's log in our user. See that welcome to our home page, means our user is logged in successfully. So here we have to do one thing also. So here with the help of set user, we are going to write is logged into true. Copy this, and here also we are going to do same. Here we are going to write with set user as well as we are going to write is logged into true here. Save it. Now one thing is pending here, so we are going to set up our logout functionality here. Now we have to set up our logout functionality here. So here I'm going to write log out user. So this will be our constant, and logout user, this will be our function here, and it need nothing as a parameter. So here we are going to use fire.auth fire.auth, then will be our dot sign out. So this one is there, see that sign out is there, and dot then if there is another response we will just console.log our response here, and if response is there, so simply we are going to use is logged into false here. We are going to set is logged into false, falsc false, and then set user to false here. So here will be our set is logged in is login. Next, if there is any error, so error is there, so we are going to console that error here. So just we are going to return that error, return toast dot error. So here we are going to return error dot message here. Simply save it and log user. I'm going to copy this and we will go to our home page here. So here there will be logout function as well as, so here I'm going to just set our one div and this div like that, and it class name will be our row and anything we can do that. So is logged in there, so actually row is there, so I'm using fragment only here, and here we are going to use one button. So its class name we have to write, first of all we have to write its type will be button here, and class name will be btn outline dark, and here we are going to write to our button as logout, and margin will be 5 here, and on click, so on click we will write our logout user. Save it, and now let's see here. So see that this logout, whenever we click on logout here, see that we are getting logged out successfully. Now 1 2 3 4 5 6 we can log in as well as, see that login, and it is getting something went wrong also, so forget about that. Successfully logged in and logged out. Now we are successfully logged out here, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 successfully logged in. So something went wrong and don't know why it is coming. So here I'm going to write 1 2 3 4 5 6. So see that email is already registered. Let's register another email, rs@gmail.com. I'm going to register this. See that we are registering here. So I don't know why something went wrong is coming. So it should not come. So I'm going to just remove it from here. So this I'm also going to remove, and this I'm also going to remove here. So here we are also returning our toast.success to registered successfully. So register successfully here, so it's login, we don't have to set anything here, and then here set user false. So this we don't want to set, and here is logged in to true. This we don't want to set, we just want to set user here, and here I'm going to return DOS.success logged in successfully, and I'm going to copy this also. So here we are going to write logged out successfully. Now we have to display our name also. So here I'm going to write this one, that will be our user.email. Save it, and now let's see. So see that welcome to homepage rs@gmail.com. I'm going to log out it, logged out successfully. So see that 1 2 3 4 5 6. Now click on login. See that logged in successfully. We are getting a message here. This is our. So now we have completed our Firebase React login system successfully. So at last, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. If you have any queries, please comment in the comment section. I will definitely respond to that.